straightforward, because basically what the court has said is that the only religion that can be presented in our schools, in our science classes, is the religion of secular humanism. Now, I realize that it's not popular to call secular humanism a religion. They try as much as possible to keep out of the area of being a religion. They like to say, well, we don't believe in a God, so we're not a religion. That's irrelevant to whether you're religious or not. You can be religious and not believe that there's a God at all. It's simply holding to a worldview that affects your entire outlook, your entire activities, your entire mindset and thinking. You can be a religious person whether you believe that God is God or that God is a chair. It's irrelevant. You're still religious. It's interesting to me. Few Christians, have you ever read this?
No, I haven't.
Few Christians have ever read the Humanist Manifestos 1 and 2. In the first Humanist Manifesto of 1933, I'd like to read you the first 3 sections of the manifesto. Listen to what it says. First, religious humanists regard the universe as self-existing and not created. Article 2nd. Humanism believes that man is a part of nature and that he has emerged as the result of a continuous process. And Article 3rd. Holding an organic view of life, humanists find that the traditional dualism of mind and body must be rejected. These are the first 3 articles of the Secular Humanist Manifesto, Humanist Manifesto 1 of 1933. And did you notice something in the very first article? The very first word is religious humanists. First phrase, religious humanists. They are the ones who use the phrase, not I. I did not put that in there. It says, religious humanists regard the universe as self-existing and not creating. Second, the first 3 all deal with what? The very center of the religion of secular humanism is the belief in evolution, in a non-created being of man, in the lack of a creator, in a completely humanistic and natural viewpoint on the origin of man. Now, basically what the Supreme Court has said is that's all right. We call that science. Now, I also noticed something very interesting. The article directly said that the court called the creation science instruction a sham. S-H-A-M, in quotation marks. I hold here in my hand a book called A Secular Humanist Declaration, drafted by Paul Kurtz, the king of secular humanists. Listen to what he says under evolution. This sounds like it could have come directly from the Supreme Court decision. Today, the theory of evolution is again under heavy attack by religious fundamentalists. Although the theory of evolution cannot be said to have reached its final formulation or to be an infallible principle of science, it is nonetheless supported impressively by the findings of many sciences. There may be some significant differences among scientists concerning the mechanics of evolution, yet the evolution of the species is supported so strongly by the weight of evidence that it is difficult to reject it. Accordingly, we deplore the efforts by fundamentalists, especially in the United States, to invade the science classrooms, requiring that creationist theory be taught to students and requiring that it be included in biology textbooks. This is a serious threat both to academic freedom and to the integrity of the educational process. We believe that creationists surely should have the freedom to express their viewpoint in society. Moreover, we do not deny the value of examining theories of creation in educational courses on religion and the history of ideas. But it is a sham to mask an article of religious faith as a scientific truth and to inflict that doctrine on the scientific curriculum. If successful, creationists may seriously undermine the credibility of science itself. Now notice that the exact same terminology is used by Paul Kurt, the secular humanist, in a Secular Humanist Declaration as the Supreme Court used in its decision on the subject of creationism in the Louisiana state law. That's somewhat scary to me, because basically what the court has done is it has violated what it said it would not do, and that is the Establishment Clause of the Constitution regarding the establishment of religion. They have established a religion. It's called secular humanism. It is a religion. They've said that it's fine. You can teach that in school, but you cannot teach anything else. Now, the problem is, of course, that the mindset of people is, well, if you're going to teach creationism, you have to tell them about God, and you have to tell them about the Bible, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, wait a minute, time out. I am a person who has studied biology. I majored in biology at Grand Canyon College. I was Department Fellow of Anatomy and Physiology there. I know the field fairly well. I don't have a PhD in it or anything like that, but I have studied it. And I am a semi-scientific person because of that. Now, at the same time, I'm a religious person. And I see absolutely no conflict between the two. And you can present the model of creationism right alongside the model of evolution. And you can deal with that on a very unbiased basis, far less biased than the presentation of evolution is made right now. I have never seen a textbook in any school I've attended, whether secular or Christian, that was not based on evolution. And very rarely have any of the science teachers that I've known through my career presented evolution as anything but fact. Now, some, I know of at least one, who clearly said it was theory, but no other theories were brought forward to explain anything other than that. And when your textbook is based upon the very underlying presuppositions, the very underlying documentation and everything is on evolution, then you're probably going to come out of that textbook having a fairly good idea of evolution, but you're not going to be able to view facts and figures and data in any other way other than that. And that is truly a shame. When I come back from this short break, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about creationism. We'd like to get your phone calls on this subject at 278-5555. I'm not interested in the monologue today. 278-5555 is the number, and that you can call and get involved in the program today. I'd like to mention something's going on right now over at WT Consulting. I just got some end-of-the-month clearance here. Now, you say, wait a minute, it's the 4th of July. The end of the month's a long ways from now. I think this is June, but it's going on still. And we can just stretch out the end of the month here a ways. And there are a number of things here that if you're a computer person at all, you will want to get involved in. For example, and if you're also thinking of getting involved with computers at all, you might want to take advantage of this as well. One thing you cannot do without are cables. And WTC right now has 10-inch shielded IBM parallel cables, which is what I use for my computer to go to my printer. They normally run $35 and they're on sale for $15 for 10-foot. Did I say 10-inch? That's an awful wide one. 10-foot shielded IBM parallel cables, $15. That is cheap. 6-foot shielded IBM AT serial cables, normally $30, on sale for $12. That's a steal. That is a giveaway. WTC is where you can get those. You can get the leading edge word processor. It normally runs for $99, on sale for $75. You can get the leading edge word processor with merge, print, and spelling correction. Now, there's something I wish I had had when I was in school. Spelling correction. Boy, that would have been nice. You know, taking home right to the spelling corrector. Anyways, it normally runs $125, but it's on sale for $100. And for a word processor, that is very reasonable. You can get other things at WTC like the Nutshell Information Manager. If you're always losing your day timer and you can't lose your computer because it's a little hard to lose